Hi, I'm Mark Cunningham with Grace Property Management. Now, you may think this is a strange thing for a property manager to be talking about, the idea of why can't I fire my property management company, but the reason we're addressing this topic is because not a week goes by where we don't have an individual call us who is not a client of ours. They're a client of somebody else and they're having problems with that property management company, and they will in essence ask us this question: hey, how do I get out of this contract? I feel like I'm locked in. I can't get out. What can I do? Now, I think it's crazy that property management companies lock owner clients into working with them when they really don't want to. But I'm going to offer a few pieces of guidance, whether you're working with us, whether you're working with another PM company, whether you're considering working with a company. You want to take into consideration, number one, before you start working with a PM company, and number two, offer a couple pieces of thoughts and guidance on how to get out of that. So number one, know the termination terms before you sign. If you're a prospective owner and you call my office and you're thinking of hiring me, the first thing you're going to ask me is what? How much do you charge? And we'll talk about that. Very, very rarely will you ask me, now what if I change my mind 3 months in? Can I get out of this agreement? The reason many property management companies lock folks in is because they're never confronted with the idea of someone may want out, but you may want out. So ask that question. How do I get out if I want out? Now, there's a couple common termination clauses that property management companies use. One of them says this: you can only give notice to terminate during a small window of time. So for example, it may be a 1-year contract, and at the end of that 1 year, it automatically rolls over for another year. And it's not uncommon to have the property management company say, if you want to terminate Mr. Owner or Miss Owner, you must give us notice of your intent to terminate during a 2-week window between year 1 and year 2. And if you don't give us notice during that 2 weeks, guess what? You're locked in like handcuffs for another 12 months. Another common thing is to say this: you will pay us a management fee for the remainder of the term if you terminate early. So if we're 6 months in and you terminate, we're going to charge you what we would have expected to collect for another 6 months until that 1 year expires. Now, these are not uncommon things at all. I don't like them. I don't think they're real fair, but they're not uncommon. Another one is you pay a flat termination fee to walk away. So know what those termination terms are. Guidance number 2, enter the termination date on your calendar. So even if you're in a great relationship with your PM company, review your management agreement, figure out when that window of termination is, and go to your calendar and enter in there, if I'm going to be terminating, I need to be doing it now. That'll be a good reminder to you. Number 3, if you're locked in and they're going to be charging you something, ask for them to waive it. That's fair to do. Say, hey, I haven't been happy with your services. I'm requesting for you to waive these termination fees. I think they should do that for you. Oftentimes they will, especially if you push it a little bit, but ask for that. Guidance number 4 is simply this: ask for a month-to-month management agreement with no termination penalties. I believe this is fair. Our management agreement gives this. If you become a client of ours today, or you are a client of ours, guess what? You can terminate at any point in time. There's no termination fees. There's no termination penalties. I think that's silly. I think we as a property management company should be working to earn your business every single day. And if a day comes that you don't believe we're providing a high value, then I think you should be able to walk away. And we want to be able to shake hands and leave well each other. That's how property management companies should be working. So demand a month-to-month agreement with no termination fees or penalties. Because if a property management company really believes in themselves, if they believe they can do a good job for you, they're going to be just fine offering that. If you've got questions on this, whether you work with us or not, give our office a call, visit our website. We'll be happy to offer you some more thoughts on how to potentially get out of these things if you're stuck in them, because it's unfortunate that our industry locks people into work longer than they need to. So be cautious with whoever you're working with to ensure that you're not locked in with some crazy termination process or fee.